And I think it was safe to say that you got off to a really good start in your role as well. So what advice would you give to graduates and trainees joining us now to get them off to the best start?
It was a good start. I would just say, genuinely ask as many questions as possible. I remember when I first started, I was annoying everyone, but in a good way, like selfishly. And to be fair, Jim said, if you should be annoying me with the number of questions that you ask. So I was just always asking him different questions. I was making sure that when I had a candidate who wasn't necessarily even Java, I would go up to another team and try and find like where we can send them. And I think because of that, I learned a lot more. I was on the phone a lot more. I was just trying to send out as many messages as possible on LinkedIn and call as many people just to make sure that my skills for the job improved, because I knew I had like the motivation side all sorted. So I was literally just trying to improve the skill set of the job as much as possible in my first few months.
Brilliant. So that's what you would say to trainees coming in, just like throw all your energy into it.
Yeah, you have to. Otherwise, you're going to be behind.
Yeah.
To be fair. So yeah, like the first few months, I was always making sure I was staying late and just going the extra kind of mile. And then from there, I guess, once I'd learned everything, which to be fair, it took over a year before, like even now, I'm still learning things every day. So I'll still work late hours and stuff. So it's a constant kind of drive forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've recently moved into management as well. So how have you found that step up into management, and how have the business supported you through that transition?
Yeah, it was tough. Obviously, going through like the whole stage of just sourcing for the first part of my job, and then going into BD, which then reduced my time, and then going into management reduces your time again. But I guess as you go through, you get more efficient, and we've had management training from external people. Emma's been really useful. Jim's been really useful as well with just making sure if I've got any questions or need any advice of what to say to the guys, then they're always there. Even other managers as well, I've asked questions. Like Cedric's been quite useful as well with a few things, and because he's completely like the opposite person to me, so it's been really good to find out what kind of tactics he's had with his management. Kind of the same when you first start, I guess, in the job. You need to just be again asking, because it's kind of it's a new part of the job. It's a brand new piece, so you've got to be again asking as many questions as possible.
Yeah, and you've got some really good examples of other managers around you to lean on as well, which is great.
Yeah.
And you have had your fair share of like winners' trips and directors' lunches and all sorts of incentives. But what would you say has been your all-time favourite day so far at Understanding Recruitment?
So I thought about this for some time. It was the I'm a Celebrity Day, which was on a Friday, and everyone in the office came in dressed up, and it was just really fun. We did different activities, but the activities were all related to like work activity as well. So, which is really enjoyable to put a little spin on it. And I think most Fridays at the end of the month we'll do something. So that was quite fun that day. Did some weird things like Bush Tucker trial and stuff.
That was a good one. I'm just glad you didn't say the Six Nations Day where I face planted in front of the whole office.
I was going to say that actually. I was actually going to say.
No, we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Josh. It was good to get an insight into your journey so far at Understanding Recruitment.
Thank you very much for your time.